Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday. The S&P 500 was up 0.34% today, fourth day in a row that it's been up. Got a question that came in asking, why is the market doing so well when we've got all these potential issues? And it's a good question because there's lots of concerns about the supply chain, the labor issues, the inflation, et cetera. And yet the market has been marching back up. Look very closely at what happened. You can kind of tell what was going on. So the biggest portion of this downturn that just happened really started with the debt ceiling issues. And as we got closer and closer to the debt ceiling cliff, the market continued down. And as soon as there was a negotiated settlement, the market has turned around. And so again, what the market is telling you, the debt ceiling was the key issue, and that it is still able to rise in this other environment without a debt ceiling issue, even with these different problems. And partly, I would suppose that's because the market's looking forward, as it usually does, 6 to 18 months down the road. And there's some outlook that this inflation and supply chain issues and labor issues might be temporary. And so that's what it's banking on. We've got some other short-term pieces that have happened here in the sense that, we broke through the 50-day moving average, and that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Lots of people have that in their trading rules. It takes off. And then earnings have been pretty good. About 8% of the S&P 500 has reported, which isn't much, but of those, they've beaten their expectations. 80% of them have beaten their expectations. So that's a really good thing. So there's some optimism now about third quarter earnings, which I think is another piece that helps quite a bit here. So again, if you're looking forward and you're worried about some of these issues, good things to think about and to talk about. I know we do, but the only thing we reacted to, we didn't reduce our stock market exposure because of supply chain issues. Again, because I think those things will work their way out. I did reduce our exposure because of the debt ceiling, because that's a really big deal. And then we got back in as soon as there was negotiated settlement. It actually worked out pretty well. But that's what's going on, and that's what's happening right now. So the market is coming back because the debt ceiling issue is gone. I think it's going to go back to an all-time high again, because the debt ceiling issue is gone, at least for now. There's still going to be an issue with the debt ceiling possibly in early December, because that's, where it goes again. But hopefully they can do something with this Build Back Better program and put the debt ceiling increase in that before then. We'll see what happens there. But that's what we'll be watching for, believe me. But that's why it's going back up. And that's why it's going up right now, really, because the debt ceiling situation was resolved. These other issues are theoretically temporary coming into the future as far as that goes. So, we'll have to see how all this plays out with the Federal Reserve and all these pieces. But so far, so good. Market's doing well. Let's see how it plays out tomorrow. Talk to you then. Thank you.